They're off in the last of the day. He didn't jump brilliantly, Kin Zafra. He's going up into about fifth last posse on settling, where Midwest leads the way from Eastern Star. Jazak is challenging from the front from that wide alley, but Eastern Star's going to lead Jazak now. Midwest third, then Huge Jet, Crows Before Dawn, and Kin Zafra getting up into a nice posse, followed by Monet's Co, Future King, a length into Catapult, Final Forecast, South Bend, then Green Waters, Entertainer, and El Zabana's last. They're really stringing out at the 1,000, and here on the outside, Jazak serving it up to Eastern Star and leads a neck. About 3 to Midwest, 4 lengths further back, Crows Before Dawn, Huge Jet on the inside. Then comes Kin Zafra, closely attended by Monet's Cove, one Final Forecast. Future King the inside from Catapult, South Bend, Green Entertainers a minute back, and 3 lengths to El Zabana. Down to the 600 they travel. Jazak just leads Eastern Star. Midwest is third, then Crows Before Dawn, Huge Jet on the inside of Crows Before Dawn. Kin Zafra inside Monet's Cove, and then Final Forecast, Future King, Catapult, South Bend, Green Waters, Entertainer still second last, and El Zabana's last, straightening up, and Midwest shot to the lead. Both the early leaders, Eastern Star and Jazak, have surrendered. Huge Jet is out after Midwest, and now Kin Zafra is seeing daylight, and the favourite is coming home well. At the 200, Corey Brown looking for 4 for the day. I think he's going to get it. It's Kin Zafra racing away now from Huge Jet. South Bend is coming home well, but it's all Kin Zafra. Kin Zafra beats South Bend and Huge Jet from Catapult. And then Final Forecast, Green Waters, Midwest, Entertainer, Crows Before Dawn, Eastern Star, Future King, and then a good gap to El Zabana, Jazak second last, and Absolute, Monet's Cove. Well, what a day for Corey.
10 Kin Zafra, $2 130, 5 South Bend, 260, 11 Huge Jet, 420.
10 at $1.30. Number 5, South Bend, 260, 11 Huge Jet, $3.90. The winner, Kin Zafra, was a perfect ride by Kin Jete from Zafra, raced by Mrs. S. Lianto, Mrs. D. Gunawan, H. Oy, KKC, and YH Lu. A Bay Gelding 4 has only had the 3 Australian starts for 2 wins and a second. Kin Zafra winning the last, 3 for Johnny Size, King of Acapulco, Regal 0, and Kin Zafra, and 4 for Corey Brown today. Chiming Lass, Praise Indeed, Regal 0, and Kin Zafra. Time for the last was 129.97, so that was a good run. 129.97. The record 129.22 held by Victoria Park, established just on 2 years ago. 36.68 the sectional, and the superfecta numbers are up. 10, 5, 11, 2, 9, 12. 10, 5, 11, 2, 9, and 12 in the last. South Bend second, came home quite well without ever looking likely by Integra from Looker. Chestnut Gelding 4. Bobby Thompson, Aaron Kennedy in the saddle, and number 11 Huge Jets by Jetball from Torino's Tip. Chestnut Gelding 3, Kim Craft, Grant Cooksley. So the last of the day is over, and the winner is returning to the enclosure, Corey Brown. That superfecta's not been won. Superfecta not won on the final event, as we confirm the totes. Number 10, Kin Zafra, 210 and 130. Number 5, second, South Bend, 260. And third placing going to number 11, which paid $3.90. 1070, Quinella, 1070, exacta 1530. 1530, and the trifecta, $149.10. $149.10. The superfecta not won. Winners today, Guns Ablaze, Paul Falvey, Mogadonna, Cameron Swan, Chiming Lass, Corey Brown, Idaho's Choice.
Relief effort in Albania and Macedonia for the refugees flooding in from Kosovo. We're working hard to provide clean water and sanitation, as well as delivering shelter and health supplies. But the situation...
Up, and they're off and running this time, and Gin Sling bounced quickly with the favourite Hooker, and going through Cider Inn down on the inside. Choose the Blues began okay with Mystic Lass, sorting themselves out now. Choose the Blues from the outside from Cider Inn, Hooker third from Gin Sling, further back Millicent Avenue when they settle into stride. Just behind those Primrose Penny, and Summer Echo's getting up on the inside. Along the back now, Choose the Blues on the outside of Cider Inn, 2 lengths Gin Sling and Hooker running fourth. Millicent Avenue outside it from Mystic Lass, and further back Citronella. Cattle Kate on the inside Summer Echo from Primrose Penny, Josie Velez. Coeli Cat has got back in the field now from Super Volt Vale. Further back is Baramissi, and last of all is Makasha. Off the back of the 950 metre mark, and Cider in over on the inside, 3/4 in front. Choose the Blues second, a length and a half further back in the race is Gin Sling with Millicent Avenue outside it. Summer Echo back on the inside of Hooker, then Mystic Lass to the outside. A length further back then came to the outside of those Citronella. From Cattle Kate further back in the race, then Vale. Primrose Penny, well back was Coeli Cat over on the inside. Coming down the side of the track now, they race inside the 600 metre mark now, and it's Cider in on the inside from Choose the Blues. 2 to Hooker to third from Gin Sling, Millicent Avenue, Mystic Lass. Then further back in the race, pulled out wide is Josie Velez. Citronella behind those in the white colours, followed by Cattle Kate. And back to the inside, Coeli Cat from Summer Echo. It's Cider in front, Hooker down the middle of the track, running on fairly well. Then Choose the Blues, and further back Citronella. Cider in the leader, coming after it, Hooker. Citronella, and down the outside with a late run now is Vale. It's Hooker hitting the front, Citronella pegging it back. Citronella getting up to Hooker in the dying stages. Hooker fights back, Hooker comes back, Hooker. A neck to Citronella. Third home in the race is Vale. Then further back, Cattle Kate. From Choose the Blues and Mystic Lass, Super Volt ran on. Then Gin Sling. Behind those would have been Mukasha, followed by Coeli Cat. Back to the inside of Cider in. Summer Echo, Primrose Penny. Well back in the race then Josie Velez. Further back then Baramissi, and last of all is Millicent Avenue.
Number 4 Hooker, 380 and 190. 1 Citronella, 190, and 8 Vale third at 230.
On that previous Perth, a long neck, 3/4, 124.76, correct weight on 9.12.3.
4 Hooker, 420, 180. 1 Citronella, 190. 8 Vale to return 230.
And 8. 4, 1 and 8 in the frame on the last. 4, 1, 8. Hooker. Number 4, Karen McAvoy, beating number 1 Citronella, Nasrawilla. And third, number 8, Vale, ridden by Brett Preble. It's 4, 1 and 8. 4, 1, 8 at Sandown.
Good on you, Brian.
And the totes.